And now, we've arrived at 1998. The World Cup in France. The world was rapidly changing on the brink of a new millennium. Google was officially founded in this exact year. Bill Clinton's Lewinsky scandal was dominating global headlines, and the euro, the new European currency, was just being introduced to the world. In cinemas, everyone was talking about Titanic, which had just swept the Oscars, and in the streets, youth were dancing to Ricky Martin's official World Cup anthem, The Cup of Life. In such a vibrant, modern, and politically charged atmosphere, the football train arrived in France. To be honest, for us Iranians, this tournament was unlike any other. This time, we weren't just bystanders watching other nations showcase their magic, we were an actual part of the historical drama. After a 20-year absence, our national team grabbed the very last ticket to this grand party during that legendary miracle in Melbourne and traveled to France. The entire country was buzzing with pure ecstasy. Who could ever forget the night of June 21, 1998? The match against the United States, a fixture that global media dubbed the most politically charged match in football history. The world expected a bitter war on the pitch, but the players entered holding white roses, took a joint group photo, and created one of the most human and peaceful frames in sports history. Then, it was time for football. Hamed Estelai's iconic header followed by his emotional tears, the brilliant setup by Kodadad Azizi, and Mehdi Matavikia's crazy, unstoppable run. When the final whistle blew past midnight, people of all ages poured into the streets, crying tears of pure joy. We had won a match at the World Cup against the United States. But stepping away from our own local euphoria, France '98 was an unforgettable tournament for the entire world. That year, the globe was introduced to a new, generational superstar who walked the pitch like football royalty, Zinedine Zidane. USA '94 had Sweden and Bulgaria, but France '98 had the ultimate giant killer born from geopolitical shifts, the sensational Croatia. They had only become an independent nation a few years prior following the bloody Balkan Wars and the collapse of Yugoslavia, arriving with a golden generation and those beautiful checkered jerseys. They shocked the world by completely demolishing the mighty Germany 3-0 in the quarterfinals. Led by Davor Suker and his magical left foot, who ended up as the tournament's top scorer, this lovable Croatian team marched all the way to a historic third-place finish, using football to stamp their new national identity onto the world map. Brazil also made it to the final, powered by Ronaldo Nazario, the phenomenon. However, Ronaldo's mysterious, highly controversial medical convulsion just hours before the final remains one of football's biggest unsolved mysteries. He ended up playing, but he was just a shadow of his usual extraterrestrial self on the pitch, as if the immense psychological pressure or commercial stakes had completely drained his spirit. For me, France '98 tasted like the sweet joy of our nation's historic win, the obsession of collecting Panini sticker albums, and watching a new era of legends being born. It was the tournament that transformed football from just a game into an inseparable part of our collective national memory.